Welcome to FlightSimExpo 2023 here at the Lone Star Flight Museum here in Houston, Texas, USA. My name is Callum, I am from the FS Elite team, and I'm going to take you on a floor tour of this wonderful museum and all of the exhibitors here at FlightSimExpo 2023. So let's go step in and take a look around, because honestly this is going to take a little while because there are over 70 exhibitors to look at today. Oh, and before I forget, that was really cheesy, I'm really sorry about that, but we also have our FS Elite magazine here, which is amazing. So if you are at the show and you're watching this tonight, come by tomorrow, scan the QR code for your chance to have one of these amazing magazines. So here are, welcome to FlightSimExpo 2023, the attendance entrance area. So obviously this morning when it first opened, this cube was full of flight simmers, all looking to come to the show this year. And well, people are still arriving even now. So on the right hand side we have the coffee shop. Parallel 42 have been doing little talks in there every morning, having a little chat, finding out a little bit more about what the community think of their products, any feedback, and also some cool ideas for the future as well. So we're going to continue the tour. Oh look, Sergio from helisimmer.com, say hi, hi. Gift shop, selling cool FlightSimExpo merchandise as well, which is amazing. 20 bucks for a t-shirt. So, we've got the volunteers working their butts off, honestly keeping everything running smoothly. They're doing an incredible job. Despite any of the issues that come up, they fix them immediately. But everyone here is working really, really hard to make sure that the show runs smoothly for everyone. So, what is very unique about the show this year in the museum is the fact that there are two different sections. So we have the section over this side and a section over here. So we're going to start the tour over in this room over here. So let's go. So welcome to the first hangar. So as you can see, there are aircraft dotted around everywhere. Now these aren't just static display aircraft, they are live aircraft, all with oil drip trays underneath, because they are still functional even to this day. As you can see, the museum is absolutely massive, absolutely full of different exhibitors. So let's just take a quick look around some of them today. So over here we have Honeycomb Aeronautical, still in the process of just setting up their final few components to do with the show. So they have obviously brought with them some of the stuff that they talked about yesterday during their presentation. So we can't wait to try some of that stuff out in a little bit. Hey Vasco.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing a live thing at the minute, but I'll come find you in a little bit. No, you're good, you're good. So over here we have Beyond ATC, who announced stuff just yesterday. Amazing to see that they're here demonstrating exactly what they have to show off. We had Red Flight as well, Redbird Flight, talking about flight training and what people can do in order to get a bit more proficient and also take their flight simulation experience to the next level. Walking around, things are getting really, really busy here. It is just gone 20 past 10 here in Houston. We have the Orbex team showcasing a bunch of products today, also sharing their booth over there with Parallel 42 and MS Studios as well. Hi Anna, hi Ed. So over here we have Verpal showcasing some of their hardware. We have Q8 Pilot as well. So Q8 Pilot is one of our amazing community members who has just a passion for flight simulation, and he's just here today to meet and greet with the community, talk about hardware, talk about everything he loves about flight simulation. So it's amazing to see even content creators having a booth in order to be able to meet their community fans. So we're going to continue on around. We have over here, we have Aerosoft, Flight Control Replay, who have just announced their V5 summer update, which is going to add an incredible amount of new features to Flight Control Replay. Sharing that booth over there with SimMarket as well. They're one of the leaders in terms of getting flight simulation content to people. Now, one thing I am absolutely loving this year is just how ambitious some of these developers have been with their booths this year. So here we have Blackbird Simulations, They have brought an entire setup, but not only that, they have an entire couch area as well, so you can chill, hang out with the developers, ask them questions, and do all sorts of cool stuff. It's amazing to see just how much the developers this year have really gone above and beyond in terms of making some really cool booths. Speaking of which, Navigraph have brought one of the largest displays here. It looks absolutely phenomenal, showcasing off their charts, showcasing off the new weather addition to the charts that they only added a few days ago. They've also brought so many members of their team. Yesterday they got off the coach. It looked like a football team getting off for the first time, but they're an absolute joy to talk to, and we're so happy that they're here showcasing everything off today. Behind us we have Infinite Flight. Infinite Flight is a mobile flight simulator you can get on your tablet or your phone. Incredibly community orientated, so very excited to see what they have to show off at the show this year as well. So that is awesome stuff. Continuing around, I'm here at the GeoFS booth. Got the sim in a web browser, so literally this guy here is flying the A380, I think, yes, A380 in the sim, and this is all in a web browser. Absolutely incredible. So, more booths to come. We're just going to head into the second part of the museum, but before we do, I just want to show just this kind of beautiful display here of the Lone Star Museum. And obviously the volunteers are still busy, hard at work, selling some awesome t-shirts as well. I'm going to have to come by later and pick one up for myself. So, we're going to continue with the tour, heading into the other part of the museum, and this is where you're going to find the likes of Microsoft, INI Builds, Thrustmaster, and a bunch of other displays as well. So let's all go in. So this is the second half. It's just as big as the other place, and as you can see, there are so many different displays of different aircraft here. And again, these are all live aircraft as well, which is awesome. So let's continue the tour. So as we come in, we've got Thrustmaster over here on the left-hand side. They are showcasing off some of the new hardware that they announced yesterday at the presentation. We've also got some of the older hardware as well, from such as their Boeing yoke, got their Airbus TCA stuff as well, and a whole bunch of combat stuff too. Hey man. How are you, man? Yeah, good. We're doing a live thing at the minute, but I'll come catch you. Okay, so let's continue. So you may recognize this plane. This is the plane that Flight Chops uses. This is incredible. He's here, and not only is he here, he brought his aircraft with him as well and literally parked it in the hangar. That is just how cool this place is. This is a real aviation nerds paradise. It is incredible. There are so many people here, inexperienced simmers, experienced simmers, newcomers, gamers, simmers. You know, everyone is here today. People have brought their partners who may not have any interest in flight simulation, but the feedback has always been the same. This is incredible. They can't get over just how ambitious and how big this entire conference is. Yesterday, Evan said to us that there are about 1,900 people here this weekend. 1,900 people, the biggest show that they've ever had. That is all thanks because of all of these cool exhibitors who have brought all this hardware, who are here for the first time. Speaking of people who are here for the first time, we have Microsoft bringing Microsoft Flight Simulator here. This is the first time they have ever been to a FlightSimExpo, and they have pulled out all of the stops. They have brought a huge display. They have brought plenty of things for people to come see and do. They've got a setup of PCs, they've got Xboxes, so everyone can have an opportunity to see what their sim is like, depending on the platform that they choose to use. They've even got a laptop running MSFS as well. So there is plenty for people to see and do here as well. Let's continue down. So we talk about impressive displays. By far the biggest and most impressive display here at this museum is this from INI Builds. They've got a giant TV, some banners, some cards, big displays, but most importantly, and I don't know how they managed to bring this, but they have brought a gigantic display that is a full immersive experience. So people will walk in, they will have all these effects all surrounding them, showcasing off the latest I&I build stuff as well, all here at the FlightSimExpo as well. It's basically like Epcot from Disney, they have brought with them. They've got loads of stuff on display. They obviously talked about the A300 yesterday, announced that in the video for them, so they're going to talk about that as well here, and of course some of their other products as well. Let's continue the tour. So we have over here, we have the Microsoft booth still. Jörg's obviously having a chat as well, figuring some stuff out, being interviewed at the moment, which is awesome. As we continue around, we've got SimFab. They're brand new to FlightSimExpo, one of the biggest sponsors of the show here, doing a really good job at kind of promoting themselves. Brought a bunch of cool hardware with them as well, and of course you can read their interview in our magazine as well, so if you're at the show, come by and pick one up, and you can read a lot more about SimFab in our book as well. So we're going to continue round. We've got Yulman with their amazing controllers as well, which we've done our first look for in the past, but they've bought some brand new controllers as well here as well. We're doing a live video at the minute, showcasing off your cool stuff, and then we're going to come back and visit you in just a little bit. All right. Next then we've got Fly-by-Wire. Fly-by-Wire obviously known for their A320, but of course everyone's anticipating their A380, which is on display at the moment as well. We'll try and pick their brains, get to grips with it a little bit more at some point as well. But yes, fantastic that they're here, and excited to speak to them as well. So as we continue to tour around, we see here FS Reborn. You can check out our exclusive interview with them and find out about some of the cool new aircraft that they are working on this year. So we're going to continue around the tour. We've got FS Elite, we've got Raznero, we've got Just Flight as well.
But I know early on.
So as you can see, there is just a huge breadth of different developers here at the show this year. It is busy, there are people everywhere, people are trying out new stuff for the first time, people are buying products, people are meeting friends, they're greeting developers who they've never seen before and just asking them questions. It is the place to be for flight simulation. But that's not it. This isn't just the end of the tour. There is a whole display up there as well, full of different VAs. We've got FatSim in their own private room as well, controlling and doing all sorts of cool stuff. But ultimately, this show is huge. Absolutely huge. So if you're watching this and you're not here at the show this year, and you've always considered, oh, I wonder what FlightSimExpo is like, this is it. This is what these shows are all about. They're about busy environments, full of people, full of flight simmers, full of people who are like-minded like you. So for next year, if you are considering to come to FlightSimExpo, this is what you're going to experience. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of our content, and we'll see you again soon.